Howdy-hoo, all my stock market gamblers. I'm Tall Mike, and welcome. Today is Monday. Hope you all had a good weekend. It is October 5th today. Anyways, what is the most important thing to a trader? The most important thing to a trader is to get the direction of the stock market correct. All right? I mean, if you're betting that the market's going to go down and you have it wrong, it just doesn't work. I mean, in other words, for example, let's say you think that the stock market's going up. You have the direction that it's trending upward. Don't buy stocks that are going to go down. Don't buy puts. Buy calls when it's going to trending upward. Anyways, when the stock market trends lower, buy puts. But what direction is the stock market going right now? Actually, it seems kind of in a no man's land, but we're going to try to figure it out today. That's what we're going to do here. We're going to try to figure it out. Stock market today opens up, the Dow about 250 points higher. The NASDAQ jumped up well over 100 points higher. It seems like it wants to go higher. Let's take a look and see if this is correct or not. All right, so here's the S&P. SPY, the S&P 500. All right, so once again, I mean, we're bouncing below, we're above, we're below, above. I mean, we're just sitting right on this 50-day moving average, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I mean, look at the RSI. It's dead center middle. It's not going to tell us the direction. But today we did jump above the 50-day, so we're headed higher still. And technically, the slope of the 50-day is still moving slightly upward, but it is, it's not convincing to me. It's really not convincing yet. But let's take a look. Let's move down. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ, exactly the same. The QQQs. Look, it's sitting just up. Yesterday it was closed right on the 50-day. Today we are higher. We are above the 50-day right now. And once again, this RSI is dead middle. Dead middle. I mean, this could fluctuate back and forth over and below this 50-day. We're looking for a trend. We're looking for a trend in the direction. All right. Now here's the one that surprised me. Okay, the IWM. The Russell 2000, the laggard of the stock market. All right, let's take a look at it. This thing has not performed as well as the S&P. It has not performed as well as the NASDAQ. But look what it's doing today. Okay, so it came up here. Anyways, it sat on the 200-day, and the 200-day was kind of sloping downward. So I thought we'd get the pullback. I thought that this 50-day resistance would hold, but look at the jump today. We're well above the 50-day, and we're headed to new all-time highs. Look at the RSI on the IWM. It is skyrocketing higher. It's a sign. It's not indefinite, but this will tell us that the market trend is still intact and we're going to be moving higher. Now, there's going to be volatility. We're going to be up and down. We're going to get the volatility going. But the market trend right now looks like we're going to go higher, and which I was incorrect on. I thought this would hold, and I thought we'd break down lower. Anyway, so what did I do today? Well, I sold off my puts because I don't trust the puts. I think the market might actually drift higher up until the election. But at some point, it is going to break down. At some point, the market is going to come in. It just doesn't make sense anymore. I know we're betting against reality of the economy and the fakeness of the Fed putting trillions of dollars to work into the market. So I'd say, that if you have short positions on, you have puts on. I don't know if that's the right play right now. I took my puts off today. Anyways, I could regret it tomorrow, but today I said, no, it looks like the market's moving higher. Now, what else did I do today? Well, I went with the Robinhood gang. Robinhood gang always buys the dip in Apple. That's the number one held stock by Robinhood traders. Apple Computer. Anyways, Apple Computer is sitting right here on the 50-day. I bought a couple of call options, not that far out. I think I went out into November's all. But anyways, so far the 50-day looks like it's trending higher. The 200 days moving up, and Apple wants to go higher. Now, once again, could be wrong, but I'm going with it. I think the buy the dip Robinhood traders are still in play. I think that they'll push this back up to maybe even a new all-time high. But anyways, now if this 50-day doesn't hold, and I'm telling you, whichever way Apple goes, the stock market's going to go. If Apple keeps trending up, the stock market's going to keep trending up. But if Apple breaks below this 50-day here, stock market's going down. I'm telling you, the stock market will not be going up without Apple. It's virtually impossible. Apple is the leader of the stock market. It is the number one market cap, is the number one owned stock in the market. Anyways, Apple computer, watch this, see which way it's moving. If it breaks below this 50-day, the market's going to come down. If it keeps trending upward, market's going to trend right up. Now today I'm going to give you one more trade that I put on today. Anyways, take a look at this. Uranium. Everybody, doesn't talk about uranium. They talk about gold. They talk about silver. I like uranium. I really, really like uranium here. All right. So what do we got? This was down at $7 way back here, and it rose up to $12.50. And that's a big move. Big move, and I missed it. And anyways, I didn't like that I missed it. So when it got down here, let's start buying right down here at the 200-day. Now this 50-day, it didn't hold. It broke through, and we're down here at the 200-day. Actually, we're at $11 today. I'd like to see this down at $10.50, but I picked up, just a couple calls on the uranium, URA. I picked up a couple of calls out into November. It's a month out. We got 5 or 6 weeks till expiration. I think we're going to get up to this 50-day here, back to, $12 range. It's only a dollar move, but that's what I think it's going to do. This is what I picked up today. Now, what I like about uranium is uranium used to be the play. The URA is the uranium ETF. Now, back in 2011, which goes back 9 years, I guess, this was trading at $135, and it came all the way down to $7. Now, uranium's always going to be worth something. It's not going to zero. It's just not. So anyways, anywhere below $11, I'm a buyer. I think this is actually really good for a long-term hold also. Now, I bought the calls options on these because I'm an option trader and I love options. But I wouldn't mind just picking up, 500, 1,000 shares and just sitting on it, seeing if it can get back up to that $100 range. That'd be a 10-bagger. I mean, whew. Yeah, I'm expecting a big move in uranium coming. That's a long-term play, though. That's over the next 2 or 3 years. Short-term play, I just went out November options. Anyways, that's all I got to talk about today. If you like this stuff, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you want to learn more about reading charts, I'm a chartologist. Anyways, just go to stockmarketgambler.com and give me your name and email. I'll give you some secrets on how I read these charts. Now, I'm not always right. You'll discover that if you haven't already got the market direction wrong. But I do think that the market direction, we're kind of consolidating here. We could still drop, but it seems that it wants to go higher still. So I took my puts off. I put an Apple call on. I put some uranium calls on. That's about all I did today. So far, it's early. Today is early in the day. We got a ways to go still. But anyways, get out there, do some trading, and we'll talk soon. That's all I got for today. Get out there and trade this market.